Hello, everybody. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you today?
Hello, teacher. Good night.
Hello, good evening. Welcome.
Thank you.
So we are going to start by checking some information, okay? So I want you to look at the picture that I have here, and I want you to tell me if this lady from the picture. Do you know her, Fatima?
Good evening, teacher.
Good evening.
Perdón, ¿me puede repetir?
Do you know the lady in the picture?
Candy.
Ah, okay. Did you watch it or do you watch it in the present?
Mm,
Do you watch it in the present or in the past?
In the past.
Okay, thank you very much. What about you, Vane? Do you know Candy?
No, in the past.
Ah, in the past. Okay, excellent. And what about you, Gabriela?
Something.
Sometimes? Nice. Okay, let's continue. What about this one? Do you know this anime, Adi?
Uh, I watch anime back noise.
You don't know what is?
No,
Okay. What about you, Marlene? Do you know it?
No, teacher.
No?
I
Okay,
know.
no problem. Okay, what about this one? Do you know this TV series, Bunny?
Yes, in the past.
Oh, you watched it in the past, okay? And you, Karina?
Yes, teacher. I watched in the past, but sometime,
Sometimes in the present?
no, in the past.
Oh, in the past, okay. And what about you? Let me see. Gabriela, do you know Friends?
Yes, I love watch.
Oh, you watch it in the present.
Yes.
Ah, okay, nice. Let's continue. Okay, what about this phone? Do you have this phone? Aris?
yes, I was have
Oh,
to
you
it
had
one.
this phone in the past?
Sí, yes,
Ah, okay,
the have
nice. And in the present, no.
in the past, in the past.
Ah, only in the past. Okay, good. What about you, Fatima?
Yes. Uh,
In the past?
in the past.
Okay. And what about this TV? Did you have a TV like this, Marlene?
In the past, I have this telephone.
Okay, very good. All right. So as you can see, we are going to be discussing information related to the past. So in this specific part, we are going to be checking the structure that we follow related to the verb be and the past forms, okay? For example, we know that in the present, we use is, and are. Those are the three forms of the verb to be in the present. But in the past, we use was and were. So for example, what is the past of I am? Addis?
Was.
Okay. And the past for you are? Erika?
Where?
Mm-hmm. And for he is, Fatima?
Was.
For she is, Gabriela?
Was.
For it is, Karina?
Where?
Ya no está el
For,
señor del parece.
for we are, Ingrid?
Where?
And for they are, Marlene?
Where?
Excellent. Let's continue. So those are the different forms of the verb to be in the past.
Teacher.
Ajá.
Voy a tratar eso en inglés. You can pronounce where the lugar and where acá. La diferencia entre las dos al pronunciarla.
Actually, the pronunciation is similar, where and where.
Ok.
Maybe the only difference, maybe, is that this one sounds like, how can I say it? Where. Like you barely pronounce it, where, okay? And the other one, it sounds like an E in Spanish. For example, where are you? And we were at school. So it is almost the same. Very, very similar the sound.
Ok. Thank you, teacher.
Okay. Let's continue. So in the next part, we have the structure, okay? We know that the common structure for a sentence is the subject plus the verb and the complement. But in this case, the verb be is going to be in the past. For example, can you help me with this sentence, Erika? Just read it.
I'm 20 years old.
Okay, thank you. So we know that this sentence is in the present, definitely. But what about in the past? Can you help me with this one, Ingrid?
I was 10 years old.
Excellent. Okay. So we know that there is a difference because of the tense of the information. Am is for the present and was is for the past. Very good. Let's continue. Okay, same structure. Can you help me with this sentence, Karina?
I am tall.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. And the sentence in the past, can you help me, Marlene?
Perdón, repíteme, teacher.
Can you read the sentence number, the
Past.
sentence in the past? Mhm.
I was short.
Okay, excellent. So again, we are talking about the present, how you are in the present and how you are in the past. Excellent. Let's continue. Same structure. Can you help me with the sentence in the present, please? Let me see. Jesus? Okay, maybe not. Gabriela?
I am thin.
Okay, excellent. And the sentence in the past, Addis?
I was chubby. In present, I am chubby.
Okay. So it is true in the present and in the past.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So the idea here is that we are using the same structure in all of them. Okay. So we have the subject, we have the verb, and we have the complement. Subject, verb, complement. So the structure is the same. The only difference is that in this one, I am using the past, and in this, we are using the present form of the verb. Okay? Now, let's continue. We know that in the sentences, we also have the negative forms, okay? And the negative forms of the verb to be are wasn't and weren't, okay? So in the structures, we are going to be using exactly the same. Now, I am not going to say I am not, but wasn't. I wasn't. And remember that this is the contraction for was not. So you can say I was not happy or I wasn't happy. And the sentence is the same. Okay, questions about the structure or is it clear?
No, teacher.
Nice. Let's continue. So we are going to check right now. Okay, oops, second. There we go. We are going to check right now the structure for the negative sentence. For example, can you help me with this sentence, please, Gabriela?
Wasn't showing.
Okay, thank you. So actually, this was not true. In the past, this didn't happen. So actually, the reality is, can you help me with the real sentence, Karina?
She was thin.
This was the reality. She wasn't chubby. She was thin. So we are giving description of a person, okay? Let's continue. Same structure. Can you help me with the first sentence, Erika?
He wasn't tall.
But actually, again, this was not true. Actually, in the past, what happened? Manuel? Tony?
He was short.
Okay, excellent. Very good. So again, as you can see in this case, we are using the same structure. Subject, verb, complement. Subject, verb, complement. The same structure. The only difference is that this is negative and this is affirmative. That is the only difference. But the information has the same structure. Okay? Now, questions about the affirmative or the negative structures?
No, teacher.
Excellent. Let's continue. Okay. Let's try to identify the correct answer for these exercises. Number 1. What do you think is the best answer for this one, Erika?
He was.
Excellent. What about in number 2, Addis?
And was.
I was. Excellent.
I
Here
was.
I made a mistake. Actually, the correct sentence is was. I'm going to change it before I send you the document, okay?
I was.
I was. All right, number 3, Ingrid.
Wasn't.
Okay, perfect. And number 4, let me see. Antonio?
Hello.
Hi, what do you think is the answer in number 4?
We we were Was wearing. Is letter B? We weren't at home last night.
Excellent. Very good, Antonio. Okay. So again, any questions about this structure?
No.
No. Nice. Let's continue. So now that we understand how to use the simple past, I want you to tell me about yourself, okay? Let's try to answer these questions. As you can see, these questions are related to the past, okay? Because we are using the verb to be in the past. And I'm talking about your first job, okay? Or the first time that you had a work, okay? So now with this idea in mind, I want you to tell me about it. How was your first job? Try to use the past with the verb be to describe the information. Okay, let me see. Van, how was your first job?
My first job was nurse.
Okay, excellent. What about you, Marlene?
My first job was barista.
Okay, but how was it? Was it good? Was it bad?
Excuse me?
It was good or bad?
Excellent.
Okay, nice. Okay.
Now I am barista.
Oh,
Todavía.
now you are.
Yes.
So
Yes,
do you like that job?
I love my job.
Oh, that's amazing. I think that's the best thing about the job. That you enjoy it and that you love what you do.
Okay.
All right, nice.
Thank you, teacher.
My pleasure. Okay, what about you, Karina?
My first job was very hard. And I was like,
Okay, thank you, Karina. Antonio, what about you? How was your first job?
My first job. I was ¿cómo se dice? Auxiliar de bodega.
Oh, honestly, I don't know. Just say it like that.
Pero fui auxiliar de bodegas.
Okay, but it was good or bad for you?
Pues eso.
So, okay. That's
Eh,
nice. Thank you for sharing. Okay, let's continue. What about you, Ingrid?
I never worked. At this moment, I take care of my nephew.
Okay, but at some point you work or never work?
Never. I
Oh,
never.
okay. It's okay. Thank you very much. Okay, let's continue. What about you, Gabriela?
I have never worked.
Oh, okay. Thank you. What about you? Let me see. Fatima?
My first thought was baby sister.
Good. Was it good or bad?
BAS.
Okay. What about you, Erica?
My first job was in a call center
Okay.
for a half time because I was studying too.
Ah, nice. And do you still work there or no?
Excuse me?
Do you work at the call center now in the present?
Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
okay. Good. All right. And we are going to finish with Addis.
Okay. My first job was in Apple. I was in charge of receiving parcel and delivering them to customer. So overall custom formality. I love this job, that job.
Okay.
In the present, my job is in a supermarket.
So you continue with the same idea, right?
See?
Okay, good.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's continue. The next one is related about yourself. Okay, you, when you were a baby. So think about yourself when you were a baby and tell me how you were. How can you describe yourself when you were a baby? Think about that. Let me see. Ingrid, describe yourself when you were a baby.
I was very happy and I was shy and I was very weeper.
Okay, thank you. What about you, Fatima?
I was beautiful.
Okay, nice.
Uh,
Okay, thank you very much. What about you, Erica?
I was quiet. I was chubby, and I was small. That's it.
Okay, thank you very much. Addis?
I was very kind. I was very obedient. How do you say obediente?
Obedient?
Obedient with my grandfather. I loved going to school.
Okay, nice. What about you, Antonio?
Hello. I was quiet. I was tímido, ¿cómo se dice?
Shy?
Shy, was shy. I was reservado.
Honestly, I don't remember the word for that. Maybe
Ah,
quiet. It's a synonym.
es que es quiet, pero sí. Ya lo
Yep.
había dicho. That's it.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's continue. What about you, Jesus? Okay, maybe not. Karina?
I was very angry and I was very how do you say peleonera?
Did you fight a lot?
I was the fight a lot when the classmate
All
with the
right,
classmate. Yes.
interesting. Okay. What about you, Marlene?
I was quiet and angry and creo que se dice perfectionist.
Perfectionist? Hmm?
Yes, yes. And I was chubby and I was study.
Okay, nice.
Mhm.
Very good. And Vane, what about you?
I was sick with my brother. I was studying.
Okay, nice. Let's continue. Okay. And this is going to be the last question. Then we're going to have a different practice, okay? Now I want you to think about your family 10 years ago. When I'm talking about 10 years ago, I say, oops, today is, I'm sorry, this year is 2023. So 10 years ago is 2013, okay? So think about your family 10 years ago. Then I'm going to ask you this information. Okay, let's begin with, let me see. Gabriela, how was your family 10 years ago?
Mm, 10 years ago, my family was small.
Okay.
Um,
So now, in the present, you have a big family?
is um, grande, ¿cómo se fue?
Big?
Is more plus big.
Mhm.
I have in the present 2 babies.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you, Gabriela. What about you, Ingrid?
My family was cheerful and funny. They were not hungry, and they was big.
Okay, very good. What about your family, Antonio?
Uh, my family, um, we were 5 brothers, only man. Um, 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 uh, we we are um 2 brothers, and because um como decir demás hermanos, o sea, demás, para decir la palabra demás.
My older brothers.
Ujú. My older brothers se separaron o se
Okay.
apartaron.
They left the family.
They left
The family.
the family. That's it.
Okay, nice. Very good. Thank you, Antonio. Let's continue with, let me see. Karina.
My family, I was very funny, interesting. My mother was with my father, but but right now, we don't together, because my father live in another house, and my mother live in another house.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, thank you very much. Abby.
My family has always been disintegrated. My mother and father separated when I was 4 years old. I grew up with my brothers and cousins with my grandparents. But my family is big, that one.
Okay, nice. Thank you for sharing. What about you, Erika?
My family were small and small, pardon, and young. They were in the country. Now they are in the USA.
Okay, that's good. Fatima?
My family was small, solamente.
Okay, nice. Marlene?
My family were small. We had only 2 daughters. Now we have 4 children.
Oh, okay. So now you have a big family.
Yes.
Okay,
Then
that's
we
nice.
were calmer, but quiet. My family.
Quiet, okay. All
Today
right.
is
That's,
terrible.
oh my, okay. I
Only
imagine that it can be difficult, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
nice.
Only
Thank you. Excellent, Martin. And Vani, what about you?
10 years ago, my family was only 6 members. No, now we are 8 members.
Okay, interesting. All right. Thank you very much for sharing, everybody. Now we can continue with some more information. Okay. In the next part, we are going to be practicing with a listen. Just give me a second. Okay, so we are going to listen to this information and then we're going to answer some questions.
Hello, Mr. Rashid.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you. How was your vacation?
It was wonderful.
I'm so happy to hear that.
Okay, so how was Mr. Rashid's vacation? Okay, let's watch it again.
Hello, Mr. Rashid.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you. How was your vacation?
It was wonderful.
I'm so happy to hear that.
So how was the vacation?
Was excellent.
The vacation was good.
Wasn't good or was
No,
excellent?
the
Excellent.
vacation was excellent.
Okay, nice.
Was your flight okay?
No, pretty bad actually. It was so bumpy. It was very scary.
Was your flight okay?
No, pretty bad actually. It was so bumpy. It was very scary.
Okay, so how was the flight?
He's afraid of flies.
he's afraid of flies.
Are you sure?
If
He's
I want to
too
He
bump,
bumpy.
he bumped into his flight.
Okay, he mentions the adjective bump.
3 wise, please.
All right, yes, we're going to watch it again.
Was your flight okay?
No, pretty bad actually. It was so bumpy. It was very scary.
Okay, he says it was so bumpy, it was
His
very
flight went
scary.
too bumpy.
Wasn't?
His flight went to
She
bumpy.
flight went to bumpy.
His flight wasn't peaceful.
Exactly. Because he says that it was terrible. Okay, the flight was terrible. It was scary and it was bumpy. Three different adjectives. And the three adjectives are bad. Okay, so he mentions that actually that was not peaceful. He did not enjoy the flight. It was not good. Okay, so that was the best option. Is the idea clear for that?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, nice.
Yes, teacher.
That's too bad. Did you have nice weather after you arrived?
No, the weather was terrible, very rainy.
That's too bad. Did you have nice weather after you arrived?
No, the weather was terrible, very rainy.
So how was the weather?
The weather was terrific.
When you use the expression terrific, that is actually good. The
Okay.
food
He
was
ran from
They had a lot of rain.
because he mentioned that it was very rainy, so they had a lot of rain. Good.
I actually never saw the sun.
That's awful. So what did you do?
I stayed inside the hotel.
Was the hotel room nice?
The room was fine, but it was right next to the cafe, and the music was very loud. I didn't sleep much. Saw the sun.
That's awful. So what did you do?
I stayed inside the hotel.
Was the hotel room nice?
The room was fine, but it was right next to the cafe, and the music was very loud. I didn't sleep much.
So what was wrong with the room?
the sound from the cafe were intolerable.
Excellent. It was horrible, right?
I'll bet the food was great.
It was too salty for me, and the waiters were very unfriendly.
Did you go shopping at all?
A little bit, until someone stole my wallet. After that, I stayed in the hotel and read a book.
I'll bet the food was great.
No, it was too salty for me, and the waiters were very unfriendly.
Did you go shopping at all?
A little bit, until someone stole my wallet. After that, I stayed in the hotel and read a book.
So he went shopping, but
His
His wallet got lost.
He stole a wallet.
Is so well.
he stole the wallet.
He didn't like
His wallet got lost.
His wallet got lost.
He didn't like the little store.
He didn't like it. Okay, let's watch it again.
I'll bet the food was great.
No, it was too salty for me, and the waiters were very unfriendly.
Did you go shopping at all?
A little bit, until someone stole my wallet. After that, I stayed in the hotel and read a book.
So what happened?
He stole a wallet.
No, his wallet got lost.
No, he didn't.
He was
lose the
robbed.
wallet.
He was robbed.
robbed.
He was robbed.
Another person stole the wallet. Someone, another person. So he was robbed.
Was the flight home okay?
Actually, they canceled my flight. I had to stay for 2 more days.
Terrible. But Mr. Rashid, you said that your vacation was wonderful.
So how many days he had to stay?
2 more days.
Yes, I did, and it was wonderful. I met a very nice person, a woman actually. Her name is Basma. She's from Lebanon, just like me, but she lives here. I'm seeing her tonight, so yes, it was a wonderful vacation.
So why was it a wonderful vacation?
Mr. Rashid met a woman named Basma from Lebanon. He is going to see her tonight.
Excellent.
That's great, Mr. Rashid.
Okay, very good. Let's continue. Now, in this practice, we are going to listen to some sounds so you can try to identify what happened at each of the times that we have here. So let's listen to the audio and then we check the correct option.
4.14. 1. At 6 o'clock in the morning. 2. At 8 o'clock in the morning. 3. At 11 o'clock in the morning.
Welcome aboard Flight 374 to Barcelona. Our flight time will be approximately 2 hours.
4. At 3 o'clock in the afternoon. 5. At 5 o'clock in the afternoon. 6. At 7 o'clock in the evening. 7. At 10 o'clock at night. 4.14. 1. At 6 o'clock in the morning. 2. At 8 o'clock in the morning. 3.
Okay, so at 8 o'clock, he was in his car or in a shop?
Car.
In a car.
In a car.
In the car.
At 11 o'clock in the morning.
Welcome aboard Flight 374 to Barcelona. Our flight time will be approximately 2 hours.
11.
He
was on a plane.
He was on a plane.
Excellent.
4. At 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
The train.
The train.
Was a train. Train.
Good.
5. At 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Museum.
Street
Museum.
or museum? Street or a museum?
Street.
Street. He was in the
Street.
street.
On the street, okay. What about at 7?
The dinner.
6. At 7 o'clock in the evening.
The restaurant.
In the restaurant.
Restaurant.
Was in the restaurant.
Okay. And the next one?
The sleep.
Bed.
The bed.
7.
The night bed.
He was in the bed.
Okay, nice. And so we can finish. This is going to be the last activity. So we are going to listen to the audio and you have to tell me what is the correct picture. For example, the conversation 1 is for the picture C. So you identify what are the other numbers according to what you are listening, okay? And then we check.
Unit 7 test. Activity 2. 1. Where were you yesterday morning?
I was at home in the living room.
2. Where were you yesterday evening?
I was at the cinema.
3. Where were you yesterday morning?
We weren't at home. We were at school.
4. Where were you yesterday afternoon?
I wasn't at school. I was at the beach.
5. Where were you yesterday evening?
I was at my friend's house. We were in the kitchen.
6. Where were you yesterday morning?
We were at the supermarket.
Right, let's listen once more and then we check.
Unit 7 test. Activity 2. 1. Where were you yesterday morning?
I was at home in the living room.
2. Where were you yesterday evening?
I was at the cinema.
3. Where were you yesterday morning?
We weren't at home. We were at school.
4. Where were you yesterday afternoon?
I wasn't at school. I was at the beach.
5. Where were you yesterday evening?
I was at my friend's house. We were in the kitchen.
6. Where were you yesterday morning?
We were at the supermarket.
Okay, so what is the picture number 2?
Little D.
Number 3?
B.
4?
E.
Beach.
Beach.
5?
Kitchen. 8. 8.
A.
And the last one?
F.
The supermarket. Let's check. Perfect. We got a 10. Excellent job, everybody. So thank you very much for coming, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful night.
Okay, see you later.
Thank
Bye,
you. Good
teacher.
night.
See you later.